Okay, right, today we're going to be looking at area. Okay, now we looked at a few videos ago, we looked at working out the perimeter of a shape, which is a perimeter is where you work at every single side, okay, and you add it all together. Now what we're doing today is we're working out the area. And the clue sort of in its name, you're working out the area of something, okay? So when you're working out the area, you're working out everything, okay, that is inside. So you're working out all of this. So rather than working out the perimeter, where is it? Perimeter's all the way around. Think of it like a football pitch. Okay, you can be working out all of this, okay, inside. Okay, so how do we do that? Okay, well, with area, you're given normally a measurement. Okay, now area is always worked out by doing length times width. Okay, it's always worked out by doing length times width. It's the easiest way. Okay, that's how you do it. Okay, so normally it's abbreviated into an L times W. Okay, and then you've just got to find out what the L times W is. You've got to find out what the length is. Okay, always remember that the length is always mostly on the top. It's the length that goes across, and the width would be going downwards. Okay, it's how far it comes out, the width of something. Okay, so we've got length and the width. Okay, and all you're going to do is times them together. Okay, so you've got here, you've got the length, which is 4, and you're going to times it by the 6, because you're finding out what that is. You've got all of this, which covers all of that, and then you've got all of that, which covers all of that. Okay, and then it covers all of the area. Okay, so we've got 4 times by 6, which gives us 24. Remember, you made unit of measurement, which is centimetres. Now there's one more thing we've got to remember when we're multiplying by, when we're doing finding the area, okay, and that's it always has the metric unit of squared at the end. Centimetres squared, metres squared, inches squared, feet squared, yards squared. Okay, it will always have that. Okay, so that's our little sort of key for today. Okay, our little sort of helper. Okay, right, let's try this one. Now I don't mind while we're doing this, sort of you can get your pen and paper, do it along with me, so when I give you the questions in a minute, you're sort of up to ready, you're ready to go. Okay, that always helps. I always do along and go a bit slower so you can sort of catch up. Okay, so let's have this one as 9 meters, and we're going to have this one as 5 meters. Okay, so same thing here. I'm going to put area equals length times by width. Okay, so you should be now going along with me. You know, area equals, okay, right, my length is 9 and my width is 5. So I should know my tables like that. You're straight on it, you know what you're doing. 9 times by 5 should give me 45 meters. And then what I'm going to put at the end, I'm going to put squared. Okay, so your area for this rectangle is 45 meters squared. Okay, right, one at the bottom, let's do this one. Let's give you 3 meters and let's give you 7 meters. Okay, we'll do it again together. Before I give you some, we'll give you area equals, remember it's length times by width. Looking at my length, that's my length there, that's my width there, so I'm going to have 3 times 7. 3 times 7 is going to give me 21. It's in meters, and I'm going to remember my key thing, because if you don't put your squared, it's not counting as meter, it's not counting as your area, is it? You're not finding your area. Okay, that shows us that is that you found the area of that shape. Okay, so there would be area 21 meters squared. Okay, so I'm going to give you some questions now, so just remember this: length times my width, find the length, find the width. Okay, so have a go. Okay, let's start off with these two to start with, and I'll give you the one at the bottom in a minute because it's a bit just off. So there's your first 2. Okay, now this one down here, before you pause it, okay, look at what shape that is. Okay, you should be able to work it out. So pause it now and have a go. Okay, right, you should have had a go. Okay, so we got the area here, which is length times width. The length is 6 and the width is 5. 6 times by 5 is 30 centimetres, and then just remember my squared. Okay, this one down here, should have realised what shape is that. It's a square. And what do we know about squares? We should realise straight away from the other previous videos, equal sides. Okay, they're equal, which means if that's 4, that's also 4, that's also 4, and that's also 4. But I've got the length, so if I've got area here, I do a length times a width. Okay, I've already got my length, which is 4. My width is this one here, which I know is also 4. So I should have 4 times by 4. Multiply those together, which give me 16. It's in metres, but I'm going to remember my 16, my squared. So it should be 16 metres squared. Okay, and then the last one, I just sort of tilted this one. Okay, see if you can sort of have a go. Okay, at this one. Okay, I'll give you a couple of seconds just to sort of pause it, and I'll go through it. Okay, so this one here, it's a bit of a dodgy angle, but it doesn't matter, still sort of the same sort of principle. Okay, length times by width, you find the length is this one, doesn't, even if it's there, that's still the length there. Okay, that's still the length there. Okay, so that's the length there, and so is that. Okay, so length times width is my 8. That's my width here, so that's my 3. 8 times 3 will give me 24 centimetres, and make sure I've got the squared, so then you have 24 centimetres squared in there. Okay, now just going back to this one, just remembering that that's the key thing there. Okay, making sure you remember. Okay, length times by width, find the length and width. Okay, now these are just regular shapes, they're very normal shapes where you've not got any sort of irregularities with them. Okay, so they're nothing difficult, so we'll start to build into that as we move through. Okay, so just start to remember that there, that's the key thing there. Okay, right, super, that's today's done. Okay, well done.